Well, gang, dreams do come true. I got this guy, Super Shredder, the Shredder from the Dream. Now, let's see what else we gotta make. You know, what's on schedule for making videos these days? Let's take a look over here. To do, review Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 movie. Okay, let's get started. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the movie that has the time traveling in it. The Turtles, they acquire a scepter which has time traveling possibilities, and they travel back to ancient Japan where they have to fight off an evil king or some sorts. Yeah, so the movie was released in 1993, which is pretty fast for like the third movie. I mean, the first movie came out in 1990, so they're just pumping these out. Every year there's a new movie. I really love this movie. They had a budget of $17 million and it grossed only $42 million. I mean, it still turned a profit, but it wasn't that great. Even Kevin Eastman told in an interview that, you know, he rates the first movie as really good, the second movie as bad, and the third movie is kind of in between. So, I mean, it's not a bad movie. And I'm really out of facts over here. I don't know why. This is... Let's take a look at my to-do list. Oh. I made a mistake. It actually said review TMNT 3 movie toy figurines from the pickup. Huh, silly me. I'm not a movie reviewer. Or am I? So hey guys, welcome to another edsretrogeekout. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy these kind of skits I do every time before the actual episode and right after. Maybe leave in the comments down below if you're like, yeah, you should keep making fun of yourself, or no, stop it, I just want to see the pickups, dude. It's winter time, so it's really hard to go out and shoot stuff. I did manage to look online for some deals, and I found a couple of carded TMNT figures. I glanced at the offer up deal, and it just said like Movie Turtles 3. Okay, so I thought like, well, there's 3 carded figures over here. I'm gonna type in a price and bid on it. Then after a while, I started looking through the pictures. I was like, oh,
there's actually 7 figurines over here. So I mailed the guy, oh, my offers are really low. I just seen that there's actually 7 over here.
So the guy hits me back, how much are you actually looking for the whole lot? And he threw me an offer, and I was pretty happy with it. So I said, yeah, definitely, I'll buy those from you. I really want these toy figurines. I went over there in the evening. This was like one of those guys you meet and you instantly start talking about toys, start talking about games, and you knew like, oh, if this guy lived in my neighborhood, we would have been like best friends, you know? So thanks in advance, dude, for letting me have this cool lot. So let's get started. Of course, I picked up this movie star Super Shredder. Now this is a reissue card from the 90s, so this wasn't from when the second movie came out, but you know, during the end run of the toy line, they reissued most of the figurines because they were probably out of print, and then they put this card on there. As you can see, there's a lot of Turtles. There's a lot of other figurines on here. So this is not from 1992, but a bit later. There was a ton of movie Turtles. Now this was from the third movie, and yeah, the cards aren't in best shape, but you know, how many times are you gonna come across these? So first we have movie 3 Samurai Mikey. He's looking pretty cool. Then we have April. Then we have Kenshin. So he's in the movie, so he's the prince that time travels to New York and gets swapped with April. That's why they have to go back in time to save April and bring her back to modern day New York City. This card is in the worst shape, but I did not yet have this figure, so why not, you know? And then there's more. There's the Princess Mitsu on the card. We also have movie Splinter. Now, there's also, for the other movie Star Turtles, you got also another Splinter that has like fuzzy hair. This one is actually completely made of plastic, the mold, and they kind of updated the cloth that he's wearing. He's got some cool weapons, so this is also a fun figurine to get. And lastly, we got the Warlord. So we got the bad guy, one of the bad guys in the movie. The other bad guy is Walker, which is a figurine I have loose, but I don't have on the card yet. So yeah, movie 3 Walker. Still gonna be on the lookout for that, and of course for the other 3 Turtles I'm missing. I really loved this movie as a kid, so I'm so happy I get to add these to my collection. So those were 7 carded figures. They weren't in the best shape, but they're still good for my collection. And then I start talking to the guy when I'm over there, and I'm like, so...
Do you have anything else for sale?
So he has some Power Rangers. He has mostly newer stuff that he wants to sell. And then all of a sudden, a light bulb goes on over his head, and he's like, yeah, I still have some Turtles over at my grandparents' house or at my parents' house. You know what? I'll go and have a look tomorrow, and I'll bring those to you. So he actually drove over to my house, came and dropped them off, and well, I couldn't be happier with these. This is my childhood. So this is the Turtle Pulp with action figure. Now, this is so cool to have. I actually haven't seen this one before. So it comes with Whip, which is also a character in there. But the funny thing about this is, if you read on the back, you actually get a hockey mask and a weapon and some hair, and you can turn this figurine into Casey Jones. So this is a Casey Jones variant also. The vehicle is just a catapult, so you put your turtles on and then you can catapult them away. The box is sealed, so I'm not going to open it up, but it's really cool to have and put on the shelf. Now, this wasn't the only thing he was bringing along when he drove over to my place, and this next lot is pretty big. Now, these are all in the box. The Turtles toy line put out some kind of Transformer Turtles, so you would have Turtles transforming into vehicles, you would have Mutation Turtles, so you'd have an actual turtle, and then you could transform it into a Ninja Turtle. And these first 2 are from 1992. The series of Mutations, so we got Turtles Mutations mutating Leonardo, who's still in the box, sealed. Awesome to get this one. And then we have a Rocksteady. Now this box has seen better days. We're missing one Flappy over here, but it's still cool because it didn't have it yet. So this was the first wave of the Mutation toy line, the Mutations toy line, and then after that they started really branching out into more Transformers-esque toys, turtles turning into vehicles, and that's when he put out the Road Ready Mutations. And there we have Road Ready Don, who transforms into a car, also still sealed in the package. And also Road Ready Leo, who is a fire truck. So this is a Leonardo you can turn into a fire truck and ride around with. They're all still in great condition, these packages. And it doesn't stop there. We even have Road Ready Mutation Splinter, so Splinter turns into the Turtle Van. And Road Ready Shredder, who turns into the Mutant Module. And these are also in still sealed inside the packages. So that's awesome. Why do these look kind of different? They have like this yellow ribbon around it, and these don't. This is actually the European release, so you have Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles and Tortue Ninja that they use for the French market. And this one is actually a USA release that was imported to Italy, I think, because it has a really big Italian sticker over there from Milan. So these are like variant boxes, but it's cool to see how the box art is different from the US to the European countries. And it didn't stop there either. We still have some more auto mutations. These are some of the turtles I was also still missing in my collection. And there's 3 more. These are also European boxes. Mikey. This kind of... So basically they have like a mask that you can pop into their back, and then when you press their legs together, it pops out and they're all of a sudden disguised. So this is Mikey, still sealed in the box over here. Then we have Donnie. I used to have this one as a kid, so I was so happy to see this one in the box again. Also auto mutations. And lastly we got Raphael. Awesome to see this guy, also sealed inside the package. So not only is this a huge boost to my Turtles collection, it's also a huge boost to my Mutations collection of Turtles. I love the boxes that they come in, and that they have like this foldy thing like in the old Lego sets. You can see inside what the toy looks like. That's great, and these boxes are in really good shape actually. Now, how much did I pay? I paid around $10 for each toy in here. Some are in worse shape, some are in better shape. There's also a vehicle in there, which I also paid around $10 for. So you guys do the math. I mean, I love Turtles, and I really didn't mind spending this kind of cash on these, because this is basically my childhood. I grew up in the 90s, and I totally love this pickup. Just too bad so many things are sealed, because I really want to play with these. So you know what, gang? I think I learned something today. Sometimes when you don't really read all of the lines in an ad or on your own paper, it brings you to do a really bad movie review, or brings you an enormous booster for your TMNT collection. Now let's play some experimental Sonic and Knuckles. Oh my god, it's actually working. That's insane. Time to play some Sonic and Knuckles.
Do you know the way?
What the hell? Be sure to tune in next week to see my pickup leftovers of the month January. I bought a friend, so feel free to share this video if you like what you saw. Leave a like, maybe leave a comment down below. I read all my comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.